Hello everybody, and I am here. Oh, why does it do this? Anyway, I'm here watching the trailer for, this would be the trailer for, right now, Pokken Tournament Deluxe. But of course, it's gonna go somewhere else. It's currently playing in half speed, just so I have time to kind of talk, but the end of this trailer, of course, is pretty big, but I just want to kind of talk about this Pokemon Direct in general. I'm not going to do like a reaction to it. I'm just going to play this trailer in the background just because it's easier. I don't need volume. So the trailer, if you didn't see it, just dropped today during the Pokemon Direct. So some things that we know. So obviously Pokemon Tournament Deluxe is coming to the Switch. It is releasing on September 22nd of this year, alongside, actually, the Virtual Console versions of Gold and Silver are also coming to the Virtual Console on September 22nd. So you're getting two games that day. Pokemon Tournament Deluxe is, I think, just the game with some extra characters. So if you are aware, back over the past year, I think some as well as this year as well, the arcade versions of Pokken Tournament in Japan, and I don't know if there's any arcade versions in America, but I think just the arcade versions in Japan actually added 4 new characters. They added Empoleon, Darkrai, Scizor, and Croagunk as playable characters. So those 4 characters will be appearing in Pokken Tournament Deluxe. And you'll see them soon in this trailer. Alongside, though, a 5th new character, which is Decidueye. So, my biggest gripe with that is that there were 16 playable characters in the original Pokken Tournament, including Shadow Mewtwo and Mewtwo. You started off with 14, and you unlocked Mewtwo and Shadow Mewtwo. Then you had, all the other characters. So now the total is 21. So it's an uneven number of characters. So I don't know if they're going to plan on doing DLC later on. Which they said we're never doing that for Pokken Tournament on the Wii U. But it was, I don't know, I think it's interesting that they're not, if they don't do that, because I think it's just going to really bug me. For me, at least, if it's just 21 characters. I love the number 21. The only way they could really do it, and I mean, you can see there's the character select screen. So actually, that doesn't look too bad. It's 7 rows, or 3 rows of 7s. Actually, it doesn't look that bad. There was no random option, like there used to be. I actually didn't even know that it showed that. I didn't even pay attention. I was just thinking they would do it the same way it was in the Wii U version, but no, it actually does look very good. So I'm not expecting any new characters anymore. If they do add some, it'll be like 3, and it'll just like expand the thing a little bit. But they probably won't. But you can see there's Decidueye. But I don't know if I will get Pokken Tournament Deluxe. I think Pokken Tournament as a game is okay. I don't think it's great. No, my biggest gripe with it was I was never able to play with other people in person because I only have a gamepad. I don't have a Pro Controller, and you can't hook up 2 gamepads if I'm at someone's house. And my one friend who has a Pro Controller and a gamepad, not a huge fan of Pokken, so I never really got to play with other people. But because the Switch comes with 2 Joy-Cons, it's a possibility for me to be able to do some Pokken Deluxe with other people if I get it, which I think it looks good, having some new characters in there. It's a worthwhile thing. Same thing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe did. I like that they're going with this Deluxe thing. So, Super Smash Bros. 4 Deluxe is my prediction for E3. But I think it's looking interesting. The Gold Silver Virtual Console games, I think people are really excited for that. Because they're trying to make it you can play every generation on your 3DS. So the next thing would have to be the Gen 3 Virtual Consoles. I don't think they're going to do, because they just, of course, did Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. So I'm not expecting to get those as Virtual Console games. But the thing about this trailer, though, that really gets me excited is, of course, Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, which we're going to get to in a second. We will see all of the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon stuff here in a second. And when I was watching this trailer, I saw the boys on the 3DS, and I was like, that has to be something, right? They can't just get 3DSs and them not do anything with it. So Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, we actually know some really interesting stuff. So we know it's coming to 3DS. I don't believe it's exclusive to the new 3DS. But it could be. I don't believe it is. But it's possible. But one thing you notice here, when you get in a second, you'll be able to see it. They show the room. I think they show it again, or they showed it in a different clip. The character now has a switch in their bedroom. Here you can see the ultimate or ultra versions of Solgaleo and Lunala. I'm just going to close that because the trailer is about to end. But Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon coming very, very soon. By the very soon, I mean the end of the year. They're coming in November 17th. So we're getting those. So we know a couple interesting things about the game that the show doesn't actually show. There was, no, maybe it's not we know this for sure, but there was a press release from the Pokemon Company International that showed Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, 3DS release date November 17th, 2017. It is a worldwide release, just like X and Y was. It's not like what they did with Sun and Moon or Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, where it was like the US and Japan, and then a week later the UK and everybody else. It's every country gets it November 17th, 2017, no ifs, ands, or buts. But there was a press release that had it also with Switch to be announced release date. So it looks like we are going to get Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon on the Switch as well as the 3DS, which is interesting, I think. We didn't get a lot, obviously, for this game. There's not a lot on the website. There's very little information. We got some information, like they said you'll be seeing Pokemon that you didn't see in Sun and Moon, or that were unobtainable. So, of course, that could just mean, and it probably just means, something like, oh, now, you couldn't catch, I'm trying to think of something you couldn't catch. You couldn't catch X Pokemon from Sinnoh in Sun and Moon, but now it's available in Alola and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Maybe like, oh, you couldn't catch normal Rattata, but now you can. Stuff like that. I'm not expecting it to be that way. There's a lot of theories going around about Colress being in the game because of the story from Black 2, White 2, which I've never played, and I need to play them, and I might need to play them before this game comes out, in the event that there's, ties there. But I'm really liking the logos. Obviously, Necrozma has some kind of influence, and there's some kind of combining element again. I don't know which one I'm going to get. I played Sun because of the exclusives, not because of the legendary. I actually don't like Solgaleo nearly as much as I like Lunala. I think Lunala is just a better legendary, but that's beside the point. But I do think that it'll be nice to do something different. But like I said, it depends on the exclusives for me. Though not as much anymore. I'll probably just play Ultra Sun because I have a connection to Solgaleo just from playing the game. I haven't played Moon, and I don't know if I ever will. But just because I have that connection to Solgaleo, it would be nice to continue that connection by playing Ultra Sun. So, unless they do what they did in Black and White 2, where they flipped it, which was kind of understandable. But, I'm excited. I think they're going to be good games. Sun and Moon are very, very good. And I've heard a lot of people say that Black 2, White 2 are better than Black and White. And I liked Black and White. Never played Black 2 or White 2, as I mentioned, but I'm hoping these games are good, but I'm very excited. There's a lot that's going to come in the next 5 months, unfortunately. We're going to be getting reaction videos from everybody. We're going to be getting weekly trailer drops. Maybe not weekly trailer drops. We're getting trailer drops. I don't expect them to be the same way we got them with Sun and Moon, because we're not announcing new Pokemon as often. We might be getting new Alolan forms or new Mega Evolutions, possibly. I don't think we'll get new Mega Evolutions. Maybe we'll get more unique Z moves. That is a possibility. So maybe now we'll get like cool unique Z moves for other Pokemon. Maybe Solgaleo and Lunala are going to have unique Z moves, which the way the trailer's framed, it looks like they will have unique Z moves. Maybe some other starters will have unique Z moves. Maybe just some other Pokemon will have unique Z moves. Who knows? I don't. But very excited. November 17th, E3. We're going to see these games at E3. Like we did last year, we saw Sun and Moon. They're going to showcase the games. Like I said, I don't know what to expect with, Pokemon that were unobtainable. It's probably just going to be stuff that you just couldn't get, that they are now making, that you can get, like in Gen 5. You couldn't, in Black and White, you couldn't get anything that wasn't a Gen 5 Pokemon. Black 2, White 2, you could. Maybe it'll just be stuff like that. I don't know. But, I'm excited to see what they have on the way. But, if you guys are as excited for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon as I am, I'm very excited. I'm not skeptical at all about these games. I'm not worried at all about them being bad, because Sun and Moon were amazing, and I love Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but Sun and Moon are right up there. I didn't think it would be possible for a Pokemon game to be as good or almost as good as Heart Gold, Soul Silver, because I just love those games. But Sun and Moon's story was really, really good, and I think. And I saw this whole Twitter thing earlier today, right after this dropped, where people were like, I don't play those games for the story. I don't think the story's really that good. I think they have very good stories usually. I think Pokemon Company knows how to make a good story. I think they've made good stories, especially recently. X and Y's was okay. Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire was obviously based off of the Gen 3 story, which I don't really like that much, but I really enjoyed the Delta episode, and I loved the Sun story. And by extension, the Moon story as well. And like I said, I heard Black 2, White 2 did a good story. X and Y's, I said was okay. It wasn't a bad story. I just think I wasn't a big fan of the team. I didn't like Team Flare that much, so that was kind of my problem. But I'm hoping that we get like an interesting thing with Team Skull and the Aether Foundation. Maybe one of them is no longer in existence. Maybe. Because now I'm getting back into speculating instead of the end of this video. I feel like these games are obviously sequels. Much like Black 2, White 2 is a sequel. I think it's funny that they're giving these games a sequel, but they didn't give one to X and Y. I don't know. I think that's funny. Because X and Y sold pretty well, but maybe just story-wise it didn't work as well with X and Y. Who cares? Whatever. That's not important. What is important is that the way the story looks with this game, it's very possible that we could see a new team that has taken up. We could see kind of like, we could see much like the way it is in Black 2, White 2, where Team Plasma just kind of rises up again, but they're a little bit different, but they're still the same team. We could see that with Skull, but I think Skull's done. Like, Skull doesn't seem like the team that would be capable of doing the things that it looks like we're going to see in this game. So it would have to be the Aether Foundation. So maybe the Aether Foundation is evil, which we know they are. At least there were evil people in there. So maybe someone from within the Aether Foundation is going to create some other organization. Maybe Colress will be involved, like has been speculated. Who knows? But I'm very excited for this game. So now I'm actually going to end this video. So if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, please comment, please subscribe. I'll try to make more update news videos throughout the time that we have leading up to the release of this game, or these two games. So, if you guys are as excited as I am for this, please let me know. Have a great discussion in the comments. We can discuss on Twitter. Link to that is in the description as well. But I'm going to sign off. Have a nice day. Enjoy this nice news. And have a great summer as well. Final RBL battle. I'll record maybe tomorrow, sometime soon. I will record it though, and I will put that up. Final RBL battle for the season, I should say. But yes. Goodbye. Have a good one. Adios.